Shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. I'd like to discuss about conflict resolution, and this is a skill that I am currently building. That is why I want to meditate on it, right? So I made a lot of notes here, but I will just go through it slowly. I have some notes over here that will discuss on the topic of conflict resolution because this is something that I struggle with, and it is very essential in this walk, because when you're trying to learn the truth and understand it, you will encounter different kinds of disagreements, right? And different kinds of spirits. And how do you deal with them? Through this word, right? So this one, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, for the wisdom. I am very grateful to Sons of Thunder Israelites for teaching this very wise skill, which is conflict resolution. So yeah, let's get into it, right? When you try to meditate daily, you get more wise, right? Because it's like cleansing your thoughts. I will move the mic near so that my voice can be heard. But first, why I want to meditate on it is because wisdom can be known through the mouth, right? Sirach chapter 4 and verse 24. This is the book of Sirach chapter 4 and verse 24. For by speech wisdom shall be known. What is that again? Wisdom shall be known. By how? For by speech. Continuing and learning by the word of the tongue. We can learn stuff just by speaking about it, talking about it, right? Meditating on it, right? Blessed are they that meditate on the word, right? Sirach chapter 20, verse 30. Wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up, what profit is in them, right? We must not hoard this very good treasure, which is conflict resolution, because conflict resolution is, to increase in wisdom, and wisdom are riches, right? It's more important than any kind of stuff, right? Because wisdom is a principal thing. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. What is that again? Get wisdom. And with all that, getting understanding. That's why we must prioritize getting wisdom, right? Because that is our defense, right? Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So wisdom also have life in it, right? That's why we must increase in life by increasing in wisdom, by meditating on it, so that we can learn it by the word of the tongue, right? So let's get into conflict resolution, right? So I want to discuss conflict resolution. But first, what are conflicts, right? Conflicts are problems or experiences that we encounter during communication, right? But to me, in a more subtle way to understand it, conflicts are more leaning to imbalances in communications that may result to the following: misunderstanding, miscommunication, disagreements, and arguments, right? So along this walk, we will have different kinds. We will encounter different kinds of doctrine. For example, is baptism a requirement for salvation? What's the name of the Most High? Different kinds of stuff, right? And we can resolve and fix those through resolution, right? But how do we resolve them, right? The primary thing is first is to maintain communication, right? When the elements of communication has an imbalance, for example, listening, when there's a lack of listening, it's hard to communicate or send what you want to send, right? That's why it's important to listen to another brother, right? That's why this is the book of James chapter 1 and verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear. You must be first active in listening, right? Slow to speak, and slow to wrath. Everyone has their positions and discussion and some things that they want to talk about. That's why we must be swift to hear and slow to speak, right? We must be willing to understand the other side's position, right, before we rebuke or ask questions about it. But first, we must understand. A precept for that is Sirach chapter 11, verse 7. Blame not before thou hast examined. So we must examine first, right? In James 1:19, be swift to hear and slow to speak, right? So we have that element. Next is we must not go to blame not first, right? Don't blame first. Before thou hast examined, right? So listening afterwards, that is understanding, right? Where is this brother coming from? Is this brother is this brother venting? Is this brother disagreeing? Is this brother has a position or a point that he wants to talk about, right? That's why Sirach 11:7 says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth, right? Understand first, then rebuke. Understanding has a lot of processes, right? But it cooks along your brain. So after listening, we must review it, examine it, and go back again and communicate with that brother. What what is he talking about, right? So another precept for that is, this is the book of Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 5. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, right? So our heart contains a lot of deep water. But what does it say here? Continuing, but a man of understanding will draw it out, right? Listening, right? We need to listen to our brothers, right? If he has a position and it's very deep, we must listen to it. Afterwards, let's talk about it, right? Once we talk about it, we can then brew it in our mind and understand it, right? That's why Proverbs 20 verse 5 says, but a man of understanding will draw it out. If listening is present, if understanding is present, if communication is present, we can maintain that communication, and it lessens the imbalances that it might lead to conflict, right? Remember, the goal is to just maintain communication so that we can have discussion, so that it won't lead into negative debates, or negative arguments. Sure, we will encounter, arguments, disagreements. That's perfectly fine. But you can't disagree if you don't understand, because we must hear it and understand it before we disagree, because that will end up being dismissive or insensitive. We can't be insensitive or dismissive. That's why in Matthew 5, let's go there. There's the book of Matthew 18:16. This is why we can't be insensitive nor dismissive. We have to listen to our brothers, right? Because disagreeing without understanding is equivalent to being dismissive and insensitive. This is Matthew 18, and let's start with 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. So you have to confront him by talking to him alone, just the two of you. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. What is that again? If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. Verse 16. But if he will not, see where it is going? But if he will not hear thee, it will go to the next step, right? Then take with thee one or two more, right? Let's jump to verse 17. If he shall neglect what to hear them, right, it will increase, right? It will escalate. The goal is to de-escalate, right? That's why we must hear it, right? Captain Tazariak says, listening is an art. It really is. It's an essential thing in communication. So maintain communication so that you won't lead into any kind of conflict or solution. That is all for now. Shalom. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Tawad.